Well, as you can see, we've had pretty good snow last night, and I won't share my opinion on snow because it's not real popular with a lot of people. But for after that happens, there's no choice but to scoop these bunks out to get rid of the snow. We can't just dump the feed on top of 3 or 4 inches of snow. So I've got my snow shovel, and we're going to get these bunks scooped out and get these cattle something to eat. It just makes life a lot harder, but you know, that's just part of the deal.
The snow on their back makes them look cold and miserable and everything, but it's actually a good sign. Whenever the snow accumulates on their back, it means their hair coat is holding their heat in. It's not dissipating. Whenever there's a few that look real wet and can't see any snow on their back, that means that their body heat's dissipating and it's melting that snow, so they're losing body heat. So whenever you see that snow on their back, it's actually a good sign that they're holding their body heat in and they're doing all right.
Well, here's your life tip for today. I found out that when you got to shovel snow out of the bunks, if you use one of these shovels that's got this crooked handle, it comes out of there a lot easier because it stays at the right angle. So I've been using one like this for several years. So it doesn't make it a good day, but it doesn't make it some better when you have to shovel the bunks out.
It rained quite a bit before it started snowing, so it's pretty muddy. That snow insulates the mud and doesn't really freeze and just makes a sloppy mess. So it's hard to carry buckets and walk around in, but cattle got to eat.
Well, it's afternoon chore time and the storm has kind of passed, and we're just going to unroll a little bit of hay and kind of bed some of these girls down. We put some hay in the barn there before the storm hit, so there wouldn't be any ice or anything on the net wrap, so it'd be a little easier to get off. So we're just getting ready to start unrolling one now. Earlier in the video, I told you that how I liked a shovel that had the offset handle for dipping those bunks out because it just got in there a lot easier than a straight handled shovel. Another little life tip that I've learned over the years, that when they're calling for a storm, to always hook your gates with the chains a little looser. The cold weather and the ice and stuff like that will cause them to where you can't get them undone if you hook them too tight. So I always loosen the chains just a little when they're calling for that. Not that I would have any idea what happens in having to cut one off and all that kind of stuff.
Hay up here behind the barn because it's a windbreak. That way they got a nice warm bed to lay down tonight. Make it through without getting too cold.